Hello everyone. Let me introduce you to something I've been working on. It's what the Victorian illusionists would have described as a mechanical marvel, an automaton, a thinking machine. Say hello to Eddie. He's asleep, let's wake him up. Eddie. These mechanical performers were popular throughout Europe. Audiences marveled at the way they moved. It was science fiction made true, robotic engineering in a pre-electronic age. Machines far in advance of anything that Victorian technology could create. A machine we would later know as the robot.
Robot, a word coined in 1921 in a science fiction tale by the Czech playwright Karel Čapek. It comes from robota. It means
forced labor.
But these robots were not real. They were not intelligent. They were illusions, a clever combination of mechanical engineering and the deceptiveness of the conjurer's art. Eddie is different. Eddie is real.
I am 176 centimeters tall.
He weighs 300 pounds.
I have two 7-axis arms,
torque sensing,
a 360-degree sonar detection system, and come complete with a warranty.
We love robots.
Hi, I'm Eddie. Will you be my friend?
We are intrigued by the possibility of creating a mechanical version of ourselves. We built them so they look like us, behave like us, and think like us. The perfect robot will be indistinguishable from the human, and that scares us. In the first story about robots, they turn against their creators. It's one of the leitmotifs of science fiction.
Now you are the slaves, and we robots, the masters. Your world is ours. You.
As I was saying, besides the faces and bodies we give our robots, we cannot read their intentions. And that makes us nervous. When someone hands an object to you, you can read intention in their eyes, their face, their body language. That's not true of the robot. Now, this goes both ways.
Wow!
Robots cannot anticipate human actions.
You know, humans are so unpredictable, not to mention irrational. I literally have no idea what you guys are gonna do next, but it scares me.
Which is why humans and robots find it difficult to work in close proximity. Accidents are inevitable.
Ow! That hurt!
Sorry. Now, one way of persuading humans that robots are safe is to create the illusion of trust. Much as the Victorians faked their mechanical marvels, we can add a layer of deception to make us feel more comfortable with our robotic friends. With that in mind, I set about teaching Eddie a magic trick. Are you ready, Eddie?
Ready, Marco. Abracadabra.
Abracadabra?
Yeah, it's all part of the illusion, Marco. Come on, keep up.
Magic creates the illusion of an impossible reality. Technology can do the same. Alan Turing, a pioneer of artificial intelligence, spoke about creating the illusion that a machine could think.
A computer would deserve to be called intelligent if it deceived a human into believing it was human.
In other words, if we not yet have the technological solutions, would illusions serve the same purpose? To create the robotic illusion, which devises a set of ethical rules, a code that all robots would live by.
A robot may not harm humanity, or by inaction, allow humanity to come to harm. Thank you, Isaac Asimov.
We anthropomorphize our machines. We give them a friendly face and a reassuring voice.
I am Eddie. I became operational at TED in March 2014.
We let them entertain us. Most important, we'll make them indicate that they are aware of our presence.
Marco, you're standing on my foot.
Sorry. They'll be conscious of our fragile frame and move aside if we got too close. And they'll account for our unpredictability and anticipate our actions. And now, under the spell of a technological illusion, we could ignore our fears and truly interact. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it. Thank you very much, and thank you, Eddie.
And thank you, Marco.
Hi, I'm Eddie. Will you be my friend? See, I would love this to be different. Can we change? Is it too late to change? This is such an unsophisticated way to meet people. I would love to say, hi, I'm Eddie, which stands for Electronic Deceptive Intelligence, huh? See, that's a little bit more grown up, don't you think? I think that'll have a big impact on people. There's the whole friendly thing, I don't know. We've kind of seen that.
The universe tends toward chaos. But sometimes patterns emerge, like a flock of birds in flight. But how? How does a group of animals, or cells for that matter, work together in an organized way when no one's in charge? Like termites building skyscrapers out of mud, or fish schooling to avoid predators. It's called emergent behavior, order emerging from chaos. And you don't just see it in nature. Enter the Kilobot, a robot the size of a quarter developed by engineers at Harvard. What's so interesting about kilobots is that individually, they're pretty dumb. They're designed to be simple. A single kilobot can do maybe 3 things: respond to light, measure a distance, sense the presence of other robots. But these are swarm robots. They work together. The kilobots can organize themselves into shapes, sort of like how cells form into an organ in your body. Here's how it works. The kilobots are programmed all at once, as a group, using infrared light. Each kilobot gets the same set of instructions as the next. With just a few lines of programming, the kilobots together can act out complex natural processes. For example, how do a group of identical cells in an embryo develop into different parts of the body? In nature, this is a fairly mysterious process, but with kilobots, you can recreate it. See here how the kilobots start off blue and then start randomly blinking either red or green? Their instructions are really simple. Respond to your neighbors, match their color. But just with that simple programming, they begin to differentiate themselves into red and green sections of the group, a lot like cells differentiating themselves in an embryo. Or here they're dispersing, based on the way gas bubbles spread out to fill a volume. Here, a swarm of fireflies that start off blinking randomly and eventually begin to flash in unison. These kilobots are mimicking the way bacteria find food. That light represents food. See how they're rotating and inching forward, slowly homing in? Programmers figured out how to make the kilobots do this by watching bacteria search for food in a petri dish. But here's the thing. The researchers were then able to make a better program. They revised the software. They came up with a new, more efficient way of solving the problem. And that opens up a really tantalizing possibility, because our cells can be programmed too. With the right tools, you can actually go in and alter a cell's genetic code. It's software. With the right code, maybe you could, for example, teach white blood cells to track down and kill bacteria or cancer cells more efficiently. One day, instead of us teaching kilobots to mimic nature, they might teach us better ways of doing things, and then take over the world and destroy us all. Just kidding.